Hello, people of the interwebs! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Eternalize for RGOGNOCA, really good old games no one cares about. I am WanderGirl108. Let's see if we can do a bit better in this video, shall we? And by we, I mean I, since if you're watching this video, you are more than doing your parts. I don't honestly know why you're here. Anyway, yeah, last video I was very scattered and very dumb, and since I'm still not really sure what I'm doing, I've decided I'm gonna save the Threads of Fate review thing for last, after I've gone over all the other games. I've actually done some calculations in my head, and that will leave me with only the final area of the game without a game to go over, and, you know, then I can just talk about this game. Okay, so we have to go to the Lost Forest to find the fairy, and suddenly and arbitrarily it's different! Why? Because we needed the fairy. Oh. You know, setting up last time, I actually figured out something about the mic. Oh, for the love of all fizz dispensers everywhere. Whether or not my headphones are plugged into the computer for some reason actually has an effect on something. Like, it picks up whatever the headphones are picking up, even if like I have it set to internal microphone, that's what it's supposed to be reading, it still reads from the headphones. I don't know, so that's nice to know that. Ooh. Yes. Oh, it's just Mets again. Oh boy. Did we gain any equipment? But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I figured that out. But ooh, perfume. So I figured that out, but the mic still doesn't really like me very much because, or maybe it suddenly does like me because, it cut out a couple times in the last video just in time to not pick up me saying a couple of things that were kind of, maybe things I shouldn't say on the internet. Like, for instance, when after I finished talking about all the things that happened that led to me not making videos for a really long time, I said the joke, "It's almost as if the world doesn't want me to make this Let's Play." Oh, it's all Misty and the music is remixed. Okay, that's a really deep and profound thing to say that doesn't mean anything. So yeah, it's not that I think the world is doing all kinds of weird things just to prevent me from doing this. This is an upgrade of Fuwawa, it's Fuwato. And this over here is called a little muscu. Because it's purple. It was just, the joke, considering the last thing that happened, you know, with Daniel, it was a really, really in poor taste joke. I was actually planning it before that happened, just after I got fired. And that kind of discouraged me. Hey, I wonder if I could, I'm gonna try it. Hang on a second. Or no, don't hang on a second, I should still be talking. So yeah, and the other thing it cut out to prevent me from saying was, like fanfiction. Because I know fanfiction has a really, really bad rap on the internet. Really unfair, but... Oh! That was a nice EXP thing. I wonder if it added... I don't think it did. Anyway! So that's all that out of the way. All the things. So let's get to the subject of this video, and that is Croc 2, which I did a Let's Play of immediately after Croc 1. As a sort of comparison, like, I prefer to do series all together because, you know, they're part of the same series. Don't... Oh, okay. It wasn't where I thought it was. Anyway. Oh my. Huh. I'm just gonna... Wiggle, wiggle. So yeah, I did Croc 2 after Croc 1, and as I said, Croc 2 is basically, to me, everything that Caddy said Croc 1 is to him. It is flawed in pretty much all the ways he said Croc 1 was flawed. Except that I don't agree with him on Croc 1. So the thing about Croc 2, it's still a game that's definitely from the more artsy time before graphics and realism became the main decider of whether or not a game was good. It's still very much that, but compared to the first game, it's just bad. It's just really, really bad. And I don't... I missed! What the heck? Okay, yeah, I don't like saying it's bad, but it just is. And the reason it is for basically the reason, all the reasons Caddy said Croc 1 was bad. The story is really, really vague and not interesting or detailed at all. Because, like the first game, the second game also tells the story in the booklet as well as giving you an intro cinematic, but unlike the first game, the booklet only tells you exactly the same things that you see in the intro cinematic and nothing else. Whereas in the first game there was all that backstory about, you know, the Gobos are this kind of people and, you know, they have this tradition and they have this thing and don't you dare, you stupid... Oh! Okay. That's a thing, I guess. Yeah, sometimes creatures start doing that. But yeah, in Croc 2, it was just very much what you see and nothing else. And for that, it made less than 0 sense. It was... like, it wasn't even creative, it was just dumb. And... hang on. Let me do this. I'm sorry, I still do have to kind of think about the game. Oh! Wasn't expecting that. Whee! Okay. If I use the same magic again... So anyway, Croc 2. It wasn't creative, it was just dumb. Like, there's silly because it's, you know, creative and original, and then there's silly because it's just, you know, not interesting or creative. And the second one's game was definitely that. The gameplay was broken as broken can be. Like, the controls in Croc 1 are broken if you use the analog stick. Oh! I got another puppet. That happens sometimes. Oh, and another one? I don't need these! Ooh! Getting some interesting stuff. Anyway. In Croc 2, all they did in changing the controls was they basically mapped the analog stick controls to the D-pad. so it's bad no matter which you use. And honestly, the controls are still tighter with the D-pad, even though they basically said, oh, you prefer to use the D-pad? Too bad, we're gonna make it the same. Which was dumb. Like, very dumb. Oh, luck. I have no idea what luck does. Jet boots. Not nearly as useful as they sound. Reversion and speed. I don't know what those things do. Ugh. Alright, let's go on to the next one. There are more rooms in this forest all of a sudden now. I think after we go through this and talk to Nas, you can choose which forest you want to play in if you come back here, but for now, we have new things. And mist. So this furry thing here, chemo. Sounds like chemo, like chemotherapy. That's awful. That's a Satapio, we already know that. I believe this is an evil cougar. Yes. Sorry about that. So yeah, Croc 2, controls broken. And the game itself, whereas in the first game you basically didn't have to do anything to get to the end of a level, and if you went out of your way to do more than that, you would get rewarded with, you know, more stuff, but you didn't have to. In the second game, everything is just forced down your throat. You can't go around anything. You know, you have to do this mission in this world and this mission in this world with bad gameplay and a stupid, arbitrary mission reason. Like if you say, ugh, this puzzle is too hard. In Croc 1, you could say, ugh, this puzzle is too hard, and then just, you know, go around it. In Croc 2, if you said, ugh, this puzzle is too hard, the game basically says, too bad, you have to do it anyway. So that was a point against it. Especially things like Roger Red Ant. Yeah, that anyone who's played the game knows that place is a nightmare. I showed it to you, but yeah, anyone knows. Everyone knows that level is a nightmare. And the worst thing about it is that you have to do it. Which brings me to a point that I really should have made in the last video at least. A thing about about being given like mission objectives in games or in life as well, in real life. Basically, if you say to someone, you must do this thing, then people are kind of inclined to say, no thanks, I don't want to. And likewise, if someone says, you know, you are not allowed to do this thing, that makes you really want to do it. So yeah, everyone knows that one, but same goes for, you know, you must do this thing, making you say, I don't want to do this thing. If you say to someone, well, you know, you don't have to do this thing, but, you know, there's something in it for you if you do. It's your choice, you know, you don't have to. That's when you start to say, you know, maybe I will try that thing. Just because I can, just to prove I can. And also if you say to someone, you know, you could do this thing, but do you really want to? Like, here are all these reasons why it would be a waste of time and effort. Why not just, you know, slack off in life? That's basically the American government. What the American culture, what little culture it is just that, basically. And that's how you convince someone to not do something. By saying, you don't have to listen to me, but if you do, here's why it would benefit you. And if you say you must do this thing, if you try to force something on someone, they won't want to do it because everyone wants to feel like they have a choice. Everyone wants to feel freedom, you know? And if you try to force something on someone, that'll make them rebel. It's like pushing someone, even physically. You know, if you push someone, they're not gonna like it. You know, they're gonna want to push back. If you say to someone, please move aside, maybe they will. You know? So Croc very much goes against... Croc 2 very much goes against what made the first game good in that it forces you to do all the things. Whether you want to or not, whether it's challenging or not. You must do this mission, this mission, this mission, this mission, this mission, and you're not allowed to see any more of the game until you do all of it. That's bad. That's bad game design. Especially since the missions are also arbitrarily frustrating. Ooh. Random magic, That's the main thing that made Croc 2 bad, was that you had to do the things. Which is funny because that's basically what Caddy said was wrong with the first game, that you don't have to do any of the things. But honestly, that was the first game's biggest strength, was that you didn't have to do any of the things, apart from just, you know, get from point A to point B. So, yeah. Also, in the first game, there are basically no NPCs. I'm gonna wait to attack with my melee. Yeah, there are like no NPCs. You don't talk to any characters, you don't interact with any characters, it's just avoid being killed by these things, kill these things if they're in your way, and collect gobos. And that's it. In the second game, they tried to go around that, and while I really love the voices in Croc 2, those are absolutely adorable, just the idea of having to interact with characters like it's done in Croc 2 was just annoying, honestly. The only good thing about it was the voices, which were so cute! But, you know, that's not enough to carry a game. No magic for anyone. Oh. Spoke too soon. Kamal! Yes. Oh. Oh, that's a good magic. Oh. See, if I get a red and then a yellow, I could evolve it, but I think I'm gonna try to teach it all the magics first, especially the green ones, because at some point in this thing's evolutionary line, you get a green magic that's like really, really good, and then if you evolve it to the next thing that I always evolve it to, and you teach it new magic in the same place, you get like upgrades of magics as you evolve your puppets. It changes to a less good magic, which is really, really annoying, and it's kind of hard to keep in mind sometimes. But I'm gonna try to get the really good one first, before I evolve Dreamer. So that's that. Also, what's up with the character models in Croc 2? Character character models. They were just so bad. The Gobos. I've heard them compared to fuzzy poop. Obviously not the same words, but... And I think that comparison's pretty accurate. This thing is called Riverhood. It's like Neverhood, except river. Mantillo. And we have more Chemo over here. Doing things. I think the Inca tribe world of the Croc games, or of Croc 2, sorry. But that was by far my favorite. Because both levels, the one where you're climbing the waterfall, it was like really pretty and the music was just gorgeous. And, you know, it's just nice and calming and cool. And the other one wasn't a platformer. There were no bottomless pits anywhere, so the bad controls weren't so bad in that case, because there was no risk of actually dying from bad controls. And it was an interesting mechanic. Collecting gobos like you did in the first game. But yeah. Apart from that, the whole thing about Baron Dante being resurrected and then being sent back was dumb. Oh, let me show you Flashbolt. Flashbolt is awesome. You've seen it before, technically, but... yeah! I didn't know there was this little divot here. Huh. Oof! Yes, Card Knight's stream power is becoming apparent. Always nice to have him. Anyway. Oh! Oh. Of course. And that's exactly as much damage as I did. Wow. Of course. Why would it be any other way? Oh wait, no, it's not exactly as much damage as I did. Not quite. Oh yeah, I did 77. That did 66. Okay. If I do that again... Oh, it was 73. Okay. Well, if I do that one more time, it'll work. Oof. Now this isn't going so bad. Anyway, yeah, like, the thing about the Inventor Gobo that, like, no one knew about or cared about until the very end, and how the plane he had in his shed suddenly ended up in the Inca pyramid, and there was nothing coherent about Croc 2 at all. And especially the part about how Croc was trying to find his parents. First of all, you know, why would that be a thing? I mean, obviously Croc came from somewhere. That's not too unreasonable. But the thing is, like, I guess it made sense that they used their footprint as a note in a bottle, but why would they throw out a note in a bottle? I guess hoping it would float to the same place? Maybe? That seems kind of dumb. And for another thing, when you finally get to them, how do they know he's called Croc? They shouldn't know that. They haven't been present in his life, ever. Why are these things running away from me? That's stupid. No, not yours. Oh, so close. Yep, saw that coming. What's the other one gonna do, I wonder? Oh. Not attack me. Okay, suit yourself, buddy. Oh. Hope this works. Flashbolt. Why not? Go. Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. And now... they are perfectly even. Nice. Okay. Now the rest is all on Luke. Fuzzy, fuzzy, wiggle, wiggle. See, at least these fuzzy things are kind of cute. And the Gobos, their model was better in the first game. Why did they change it? So that they would have clothes? What's the point of that? It's... ugh. As I was saying about, Croc finding his parents, why there was suddenly a map to where the Crocs live, that the inventor Gobo just happened to find after they vanquished Baron Dante, who just happened to be back for some reason. And the whole point is that, Croc was going out looking for his parents, and he didn't even know that Baron Dante was back. He just kind of happened upon more Gobo Islands, and they just happened to have problems that he just happened to feel like solving. So that was dumb. But anyway, why... first of all, they had eggs. It was shown that they had eggs, and they showed that Baron Dante stole the eggs. A, why would he do that? B, how did he do that? He was banished back to the afterlife or whatever. Hell, I guess. So how did he do that? And the thing about the fact that you were supposed to unlock it with the puzzle pieces, quote unquote, that was more of an homage to the first game than anything at all. Oh, screw you, you stupid fuzzy thing. Am I recording this? Frig. I don't know. I'm just gonna go on and I guess I can retroactively record it if I feel like, if I need to. Anyway, as I was saying, eggs, why, and how, and the puzzle pieces. In the first game, you actually get to put the puzzle pieces together. They form a picture of the fifth island, and then the fifth island appears. With the 4 puzzle pieces in the second game, it's just like, you have the puzzle pieces, and now the arbitrary shopkeeper guy, who does not look like or appear to be anything at all, or anything else in the game, suddenly says, now you're suddenly in Baron Dante's woods, and everything is suddenly bad. And you have to go through them and kill a bunch of Dantinis and collect jewels to free your, you know, baby siblings. Because arbitrariness. A kitten suit! Oh my god, we get a kitten suit! False mustache! Wow! Oh, the game's giving us some good stuff. Bloody, 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 blah. Bloody, blah. And how, like, once you're in the bonus worlds, you can't leave, and as soon as you're done with them, you're automatically transported back, because why not? It was so stupid. Kitten suit. Hang on, first I have to find out. Aha! Dreamer gets a kitten suit. Necktie. False mustache. False mustache does nothing. Oh well. And now we have Bolt, which is the base version of Flashbolt, which Dreamer now has. Alright, next room. No, not status. The Nether regions. Which you'll recognize. It's actually the final room of the original forest, only now it's Misty. With some upgraded versions of things. This here is a Behayup, as opposed to the simple Hayup we saw before. This is a killer bee, instead of just a bug beast. And blah 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 blah. And in this room we can't really do much else first unless you have a teleporting puppet, which we do not. And never will. Because that's not how I play this game. Priority 1. Get up the stairs. I don't think I pressed record. Did I? Jeez, did I? It's so hard to tell. With this new version of the system, I can't tell. Now I'm really worried. This is going so well. Kind of. Poof. Now I'm all distracted and worried. Stupid system. Oh! Venom Bracelet, quite possibly one of the more useless power-ups. It doesn't just hurt you, but the benefit isn't worth it. Haha! Now you cannot block my access to the rest of the level. Sorry. leg is cramping and I don't know what to do about it. Ooh. Can I? Please. I can! Yes! Poof! I wonder if you can show... Can. Okay, here's Bolt. Here's regular Bolt. So yeah, puppets and magics both kind of have upgradable versions, and it's kind of silly. It takes a little bit of the originality out of the gameplay, but whatever. Oh, you can block my access to the rest of the game. Wonderful. Wiggle. Wonder. Let's just drop an icicle on it. See what happens. Yep. What? Wonderful. Why are you not destroying the chest? Like, I'm grateful you're not, but why aren't you? It'd be nice if I had like a ranged shooter type creature. Hang on. Let's do this. Huh! I didn't realize Dreamer's attack was that strong. Okay, now I'm just kind of off and doing nothing again. Oh dear. So yeah, it's weird that the graphics for Croc 2 were a lot worse than the graphics for Croc 1. Like, really weird. But they were. Ooh. Does that even things out? It does! Okay, since this is the new forest, there are going to be 2 more rooms after this one. And I'm kind of running out of things to say. So, still not really sure what I'm doing here. So, Croc 2... Ultimately, it's not... Well, it is a bad game. But compared to modern games, it's still better. It still isn't trying to look or be real, and it's still kind of stupid and cartoony and pretty in places. But pretty much everything that made Croc 1 good, they took out. I guess because they were trying to appease people like Caddy and... or maybe spite people like Caddy. And, you know, make it worse because... Oh! Okay. That's Dreamer's specialized magic. Because you evolve it by giving it a white jewel and then giving it a red jewel. And the red jewel is what is special to it. So that's Dreamer's personal magic. Nice. Oh. More luck. I don't know what luck does. Ugh. Okay. Now the regions 2. If this is what I think it is, there's one more after this. We're actually making pretty good time. Yes, this is what I think it is, so there's one more after this. And then we talk to the fairy. Now there are things I could say, oh, this is, Yamabo. I'm not sure how that comes from Saibos, but I think there's like a red one that's in between. Anyway, this is a hell planter. And this... Clavel. It sounds really pretty. But it's just an upgrade of a thing we saw before. I'm gonna give the enemy the first turn. Anyway, there are things I could say about what's going on in this game right now, but now I kind of want to save it for the last video, because the last area of the game is like 13, 14 different dungeons. So I need to save things to say in that video. But I also am kind of out of things to say about Croc too. Same effect as Malhammer. Yeah, definitely. The things. It's the same effect, but it's renamed and given slightly different stats for each individual creature. I wonder what each individual creature's magic is. Like, this is seriously something I just figured out on this playthrough. And that's nice. I'm still figuring things out about this game after all these years. It's nice. I guess I could tell a funny story. The day I bought this game, I actually bought 2 games. There was this game, and a game called Mort the Chicken. And Mort the Chicken was very easy and very dumb. But it was still confusing enough for me as a kid that it was still easy, but I didn't know exactly what I was doing. But it was boring. So compared to that, this game was even more exciting than it would be on its own, I guess. Feels like all my old games had a lot more, I guess, mysticism than they do now. But they're still, again, still better than games that are made nowadays. I love those things' magic casting animation, it's funny. Giant arms. So you. I guess I could compare Croc 2's story to this game's story. Compared to the story of Croc 2, this game's story kind of makes sense. That's saying something. What's the easiest thing to kill right now? Definitely this thing. Okay. Hey, here's a... Oh. You know what? It's about this game. Want to save the things I have to say about this game for the last video. Now that I kind of have a plan of what I'm doing. Kind of. Whoops. Silence. That's not the mic cutting out, that's me being out of things to say. Oh no 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 no. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, no. Luckily we have this trick too. That's better. Oh! Oh, because height bonus, right. Came in hoping to do better this time than last video. And I'm failing. I was all happy too, all excited and everything. I was starting off with so many things to say. Now I'm out. And I'm still not even sure if I'm recording. A lot of things have been using this. Let's do the same. Just barely enough. Nice. Take a look. 33 and 8, 32 and 96, and Luke. Hey! That's my special magic, except it's not. I should have done that! Oh, I should have done that. Why am I such an idiot? Boar. Specialized magic come back when it was powering. Let's do that. Perfect. And I think I'll just have Dreamer kill this and then leave the last thing to card night. So here's Dream Story. Let me tell you a story. Put you to sleep. Sweet dreams! Oh, that's terrible. That is a terrible, terrible joke, and I am not sorry. That feels so cruel. But that's just because I'm dumb. I'm very, very, very sensitive. One hit KO? No. Huh. That was a dumb move. Yes, I am officially out of things to say about Croc 2. It's just not good. The worst thing about it, I think, is that it is a sequel to a really good old game that no one cares about. Well, that a lot of people care about. Let me take that back. Like, it's a sequel. They should have learned from the first game what's good and what's not, and, you know, done something with it. Made things better, not take a step back. That's the worst thing about Croc 2, is that it's bad when the first game was good. By taking away all the things that were good about the first game. Is this what I want? It is not. Yep, it's green power. I said that in an annotation that I thought that it was that, and it is. Again with the luck! Oh! I don't know what that does. If anyone knows what luck does in this game, please educate me in the comments, because I don't know what that stat does. I have no idea. Because, like, there's already evasion. Is luck, like, accuracy? Oh, okay, here we are in the place. I've always thought of these two things here. This looks like a boy, and its name is Mimi. This one looks like a girl, and its name is Nanai. So I always thought that was weird, but I always thought of these two things as like a mini-boss. Because these two things are here no matter what other puppets or monsters are here. This is a sylph. This is a sylph. Okay. Said the other things were. And this walking mushroom, Matango. It's like a tango on a mat. I don't know, that was terrible. I'm so sorry. Usually I have Luke take care of Mimi and Nanai for the reason that they're basically the closest thing to a boss that this version of the forest has. But I'm just gonna spread everyone out and see what happens. Because oftentimes they don't like to go with... Oh my god, that magic casting animation is priceless. That was so good. That was so good. Oh my god. It's like it was throwing a tantrum. It was adorable. Ah! That's what Gustoma upgrades to. Are you close enough for me to hit? You are. Will this kill you? It will not. Alrighty then. Fair enough. I think these sylph have a healing spell that they go around using, which is just fantastic. But this is still the last room, so the fact that I'm out of things to say about Croc 2 is... the problem is almost done. He's attacked me. Yes! Watch it attack. It just kicks me. Oh, this is painful. Booth number 1. Booth number 2. Booth number 3. Oh, I'm kind of stuck here. Yes. I wish I could know. Again, most precious magic casting animation ever. Tick. Oh, the monsters in this room are funny. Peace. I am very much trapped right now. Frig. What? Well, I guess it's probably a lower level than the other one. Oh. Aha! I knew it! Knew they had a healing spell. I wish I could see that from the front. It's so cute. Okay. Plans, things. I wonder if I could... Whoa! That did not do a whole lot. I'm just gonna leave these two guys over here. Have Luke take care of the rest. Final thoughts on Croc 2. Let me think. Where are you going? Oh, and again with the not being able to see that from the front. Where are you going? Oh. There we go. Worth it. Final thoughts on Croc 2? I've already said all my final thoughts. I have nothing else to say. Ha! Oh, for the love of all fizz dispensers everywhere. Yeah, you can take it. And you're not even gonna do anything? What the frig? Alright, almost done here. And then we can get back to the story of this game. Which is dumb. But still better than Croc 2's story, and you're gonna keep doing that, aren't you? Kinda surprised at what good time I made with this, actually. Even doing this. See, eventually it's gonna run out of magic. Eventually. 2 more times. It's gonna be able to use its magic, and then I'm just gonna kill it. 8. No! Ha! Guess she decided it's not worth it. And that? Is that. Another red beast jewel, holy frig. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Alright. Fairy time. Why couldn't you do it yourself? I have come to see you about something. That's very descriptive. Aww. So apparently Neil and Rufia are Lucanalina's parents' names. Did they mention that before? I don't think they did. Lissai. Narration. And she's still cheerful even though. Luke's eyes look terrifying in this picture. I just noticed that. Yeah, look at them right now. They're pitch black and terrifying. So that was weird. Meanwhile, suddenly they're trying to summon an army of zombies because evil. That we have never heard mentioned until now. Again, where is this coming from? About what? Be nice if we could see that. So she's going with him and Cirrus isn't because Cirrus is performing a zombie summoning because evil. Land of Light. Sounds like an awesome place, huh? It's not really. Because apparently that's a thing in this world. How? Yep. Getting ready. Preparations that are never mentioned again, as always. Okay, so this video went slightly better, I think. At least I didn't get all depressed about, recent happenings, and at least I was a little bit more together, slightly less scattered, not too much less, but a little bit. Should I talk to these guys? I think I will. Trying to be a hindrance to Luke. How about not a hindrance to you? Grammar! Yeah, I know that. Everything revolves around me. Why are we suddenly talking about Cirrus? Ugh. This game is not the best game. I'm gonna save in a different slot just in case this doesn't record because I'm not sure. Oh, for the love of all fizz dispensers everywhere. Alright. So, thank you so very much for watching if you did, especially since that means this actually recorded. And, yeah, I thank you for watching if you did, and I look forward to seeing you next time.